Howdy ho, guys and gals. Jeff King here in the Den of Tools, and we are revisiting or recapping again our visit to SEMA, the big show in Vegas, and we want to talk about Durofix. Now, if you've been around the channel, we've talked about them before. They are probably the biggest unknown right now when it comes to power tools. They got an incredible lineup, lots of great tools, nice people at the show. Got to talk to a lot of amazing people, very friendly.
We're giving away some free tools at 11 if you guys are interested.
That's right. Thank you. Bye.
But anyway, as you can see here, I mean, look at when it comes to impact, metalworking tools, that kind of stuff, fasteners, all that, they've got quite an array. And not just under their Durofix name, they're also the people behind a brand you've probably seen around, and that is AC Delco. All the cordless AC Delco tools you've seen made by them. Look at the whole line, all the 12 volt stuff. There's 20 volt and more. All right, so let's talk about who Durofix is. This is their website. You can go to durofix.com. You can see this. Their 60 volt, 1-inch cordless jumbo impact. Let's be honest, a fly-by-night company does not pop up out of nowhere and come out with a tool like that. We've got grinders and all sorts of stuff. They're concrete vibrators and other jumbo impacts and stuff. But anyway, let's jump into it. Find out some more about the company. So the company is based in Taiwan. And I talked to a gentleman who said he was part of the family that owns it, and that it is a family-run company. I believe he lives here in the States. Great guy to talk to, and said that he would like to work with the channel to help spread the name and stuff. So hopefully we'll get some more information. And I told him that's definitely what we want to do. We want to find out more about them and about, why people should trust them and why we should, be looking to Durofix. But, the reality is they clearly have been doing this for a while. Now, they're backed by Mobotron Electronics, a publicly traded company in Taiwan, 35 years experience, power tools design. I looked into them. They've done a lot of battery control boards and other kind of electronics, and the kind of basically the brain in the box when it comes to tools. And they have advanced manufacturing capability as well. Anyway, there you can see battery management, BMS systems and stuff like that, motors, vertically integrated. So they're definitely a company that is doing all the tech themselves and moving forward. As far as stuff that they make for themselves under their own name, well, it looks like they've settled on this 60 volt platform. I mean, some of these tools are just insane. We got this brushless upright impact wrench, 36 stage torque control. We've got this thing. If you've seen the Ingersoll Rand, that one comes to mind. I asked him, I'm like, hey, did you OEM? Are you the OEM for them? What they said is, no, they're not the OEM for the Ingersoll Rand. But they said that theirs was better because you can run it off of one battery. You can add the second battery for additional power and additional runtime. But they said they are an OEM for many of the tools out there. I'm still trying to figure out exactly who, but they said that that's basically how they got started, was making tools for other people. Now they're making tools for themselves, which is nice to see. And then, we have this concrete vibrator here. We get the jumbo polisher. Here's their basic impact, comes in at 370. They have a jumbo impact. Here it comes up to over 1,000, they claim, and then you have the 1-inch, which is, it looks like a beast. It certainly does. I got to play with it a little bit. I don't see any reason to doubt that they're going to get close to those numbers. Now, where it's actually going to be, if I can get my paws on it, we'll see what it can do. Anyway, you got the charger. You got some different battery tech. Now, the batteries, keep an eye on these batteries because that's where the similarity is really going to come into play here. They also have an assembly line. Now, these are power tools sold to companies that build stuff on an assembly line. They're usually very, they're designed for one specific task. So you're not going to see a bunch of bells and whistles on them and stuff like that. But as you can see, the fact that they make these tools, that looks very similar to that one that's made by Apex. If you remember the one I was talking about there, that they make these tools means that they've got quite an established line of production there. And then also, if we look at this, if you've been on Amazon and you've been shopping around, you're looking at these going, didn't those used to be labeled AC Delco? Well, as you probably saw in the video there from the show, AC Delco is a brand that they license. So they license the name AC Delco for their tools, and they're the exclusive AC Delco licensor for power tools in North America, and they have been for some time. In the huge 12-volt line of AC Delco tools out there, I've recommended this set here for years as a great, budget kind of set to get in there. Usually come in a good bit less than the 179, at least back in the day it did. But again, if you're looking at these tools, you might be seeing a lot of similarities between this and some other tools, like, say, the 12-volt line from Harbor Freight, the Earthquake XT line that got canceled, because sure enough, they are the same tools. I know the batteries are interchangeable. The tools are pretty much identical. In fact, the entire Earthquake line, the cordless line, the XT, look at this. If you look at this and then you go back and let me see if I can find one of their impacts. I thought I had one up here. Look at that. There's the AC Delco impact, the Earthquake impact. If you look at the detents here, the ribs down the top, the holes for everything, the batteries set up. Granted, the AC Delco has got some sort of digital implement on the back, but again, they're definitely coming out of, if not the same factory, they've copied the molds. But no, I did talk to them, and I was able to get somebody to admit that yes, they were making the AC Delco and they were making the Earthquake stuff as well. So then where does that leave us? Well, Durofix, they're not inexpensive. And I've been talking to them about where people can get them. And right now, the number one place, you can order it off of the Durofix website. And I'm sorry, Durofix, if you'd been better known and there was more of a track record with your website and stuff, people would probably be more interested. I mean, look, they have a big sale, all sorts of stuff. I'll show that. But personally, I don't know if I would be ordering off their website. I'd rather order from someplace like, say, Amazon, because I know then I've got Amazon who I have a trusted relationship with. And if I have a problem, I know I can go back to them. But anyway, as I've said, this is a company that has been doing this for a while. I've apparently got a couple of their torque meters. Didn't even pay attention to it. I thought I was ordering the AC Delco, and when it showed up, I saw it said Durofix on it. And everything I picked up and I tested felt like it was top-notch quality. And all I can say is what it felt like. I didn't really get a chance to test it, so you take that for what it's worth. I can tell you that the Harbor Freight stuff, when it came out, was considered amazing, and people were stunned that Harbor Freight could come out with something with that kind of quality. And the only thing that's really held it back was the pricing on it. It needed to really adjust for the newer tools with the newer pricing. But of course, they went with the Hercules system, and the 12-volt system was fantastic, for what it was, especially at the price. But as I said to many people, the AC Delco system was just as good, and apparently there's a reason why. Anyway, let me know what you think about Durofix. Is this something you're going to consider? We're going to keep having a conversation with them. Now I'm giving them a chance to relax after the show and right before the holidays. I'll try to get a hold of them and we'll get some more information about them. They have a U.S. base of operations in Southern California, and they clearly make, you can come here. I'll put a link down to this page here and you can browse and see the tools and stuff like this. This is not me coming out here and saying, hey, this is a great tool, I stand behind it, you should buy it. This is me saying, I've looked at the tools, they look like quality, they have a track record. Other tools that they've made under other names have been considered to be good quality tools I own, as a matter of fact. And I'm thoroughly impressed. But I want to see more and make sure that this is a company that you can stand behind, and they'll stand behind you. Anyway, that's all I got for you. Be sure to chomp the old like button, smash the subscribe, and ring the bell on your way out. You all take care. God bless, and as always, shine on.